Alright, what is up everybody? Gonna redo a video that I've already done once, but found out I didn't have my microphone plugged in all the way. I had it in just far enough that it was trying to use the microphone, but not far enough for the microphone to actually record audio correctly. So I did a couple of videos actually, and none of them worked. I just uploaded one video to this page and one video to my other page with a shotgun review, and neither of them had any audio. So we're gonna redo this. So this one, I was out here doing a video and I have my new hat that I just got, and I just thought I would do a quick video on cowboy hats and mainly talking about this new one I got. So this is just a brown, super cheap, low dollar cowboy hat. I wasn't sure if I would like a brown cowboy hat, but it was something I'd never tried when it came to felt, and so I went and bought this. I don't even know if it cost $100, honestly. I bought it. I still wasn't a big fan. I'm just not, I don't know. I can't decide if I like the brown or not. But I bought it just for that reason, to test out if I like the brown. And then it kind of just sat around, and I don't know, 2 years ago, I just started wearing my cowboy hats to work. I work in the oil field, and obviously when we're out working on stuff, we have to wear a hard hat. And then most of the time I had on a ball cap, and I just, in the winter my head was cold because I'm used to a felt hat. In the summer, I just felt like my neck was getting hot, my face was always getting cooked because I'd come home, start doing chores in a ball cap, and I just prefer a cowboy hat. So this became my work hat. This hat is what I wear to drive to work. I wear it in all our meetings in the oil field. Again, super cheap, 3X, just wool hat, and you can see it's just floppy and there's not a lot of structure to it, but it's worked great for what it is. There's actually some oil on the bottom of that. I don't know if it shows up very good. When I first did this video, the sun was right here really well and had everything lit up pretty good, and I feel like you could actually see that, but it just has a little pheasant feather in there. It had a peacock feather. It finally fell apart. I put feathers in all of my hats, but again, this is just your super cheap base model. Like, a lot of people go buy a hat like this for their first country concert, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with it. I've had this, like I said, I've worn it in the oil field for at least 2 winters now, 2 fall. I usually wear fall, winter, and spring in felt, and I've had that for at least 2 seasons of that, plus, I don't know, I wore it a little bit in between, just debating if I liked the brown or not. This one here is a 10X Ceratelli. This is actually the hat I got married in. So since I've had it, I've reshaped it. Originally this had a really tight curled brim, and I bought it that way for my wedding so that it kept as much shadow off of my face as possible. So it was actually a lot tighter of a roll. It had a lot less drastic front on it. It was just a regular cowboy crease on the top. I took my I've got a humidifier in my room for my guitars, and it's hot steam, and so I just cranked it all the way up versus having it set for my guitars, because you want to keep your humidity at a good level for a guitar. Where we're at, it gets really dry, so your guitars can dry out and crack, but I just cranked it all the way up, got the hat really hot, reshaped it how I wanted it. Again, I got married in this hat, so I've had this hat for 10 years now, and it's basically been my main hat. Meant a lot to me. You know, got married in it and have worn it ever since. So it has a guitar pick in the hat brim, has a big feather, or I mean in the hat band. This is a leather with silver on it. Again, just kind of wanted a very clean, nice look for the wedding. And I mean, you can see I've worn the crap out of this thing. There's a small part of me that wishes I'd have not done that and kept it nice a little longer, but I just kept wearing it. It's got a $20 bill inside of it. It used to have a picture on this opposite side of my wife, but it got ruined with all the sweat and stuff. It's a 10X, and again, you know, going from that 3X to a 10X, like, it is a lot stiffer, a lot firmer of a hat. I mean, I can still roll it because of the amount of use it's had, but it holds its shape very well. It's a really nice hat, but I was kind of tearing it up, and I kind of regretted it that I was tearing it up, but I didn't want to just go buy any old hat. So I have kind of a weird shaped head, and like this Saratelli, I bought it and actually like put it on and kind of noticed where I was getting the red, you know, marks from it being too tight. And I have a hat stretcher, and I took a hat stretcher in here and angled it a little and kind of widened the front out on the corners. I feel like that's where I was rubbing on this. I kind of have like a Hey Arnold head. I feel like it's kind of a little on the wide side, but I didn't want to go through that again, and honestly I kind of wanted a different shape, so I reached out to, this is a Chaz Mitchell Custom hat out of Utah here. This one is 100% beaver, so I put a $100 bill in there because I just thought it seemed fitting. I do have a picture of my wife and me in this one. Again, have a big old feather. I like doing that. Hey, come here, dog. She's barking at somebody's down feeding cows down there. Quit. So it's got a buffalo nickel on there that I supplied. I had a handful, and so I gave Chaz all my buffalo nickels and was like, dude, whichever one fits the hat best, right? Like, some of them were shinier, some of them were a little more dull, but this is a dark gray. And so this hat, I picked it up a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. It's been on order for over a year. Just barely over a year. No, he got it done just under 1 year. It was just under the 1 year mark when he got it done. But I went and met him at the Hunt Expo in Salt Lake, and he's got a big tool, and he set it on my head, and we measured everything, and so this hat was built to fit my head exactly. He tape measured my all the way around my head, everything. This hat is 100% custom, chosen by me. I picked the color, the shape. I picked, you know, how I wanted the brim. You know, I like this kind of wider, big brim look to it, which is what I'd reshaped that other one to. I picked the hat band. I mean, again, I picked everything about this hat. It is 100X, or 100% beaver, right, which is, most companies would call that 100X, but 100% beaver. He is out of Utah, so it was a local guy. I did a kind of a narrowed Canadian on it, kind of have that Canadian look to it, but it's tapered in the front a little. Like I said, I've had it for 2 weeks, and I've worn it every single day. I haven't been in the oil field. From the time I get up till I go to bed, this hat is on my head. Only time I'm really not wearing a cowboy hat is when I'm wearing a hard hat, or if we go hunting. I just, like, we've been doing a lot of like upland game, waterfowl hunting lately, and the brim can get in the way of my bead on my shotgun. And then the other thing is shooting a bow, obviously brim gets in the way. And then backpacking, most of my backpacks sit just tall enough. I hit the back of my hat on the pack, so I take it off if I'm wearing a backpack. I wear one when I drive. My work truck has the headrest removed. My wife's truck has the headrest removed. My truck doesn't have a removable headrest, so I've got the seat lean back. But I wear this thing non-stop. Again, this Saratelli was a 10X, and 10 years. We're at 9 years. We've been married 9 years, so I've had it for just over 9 years. But again, I've worn the snot out of this thing. I've been bucked off horses in this. We go to kids rodeos and stuff wearing this, and it's lasted a long time. And again, it shows some wear, but hey, come here, dog. But for almost 10 years, and a 10X, it's done amazing. This hat, I would imagine, is going to last me as long as I want it to. I'm sure eventually I'll decide to upgrade again, maybe change something out, maybe go back to a black. I really was unsure of the dark gray. because generally I just have black felt hats. My old black felt hats I've handed down to my kids. They all kind of started to shrink up eventually, or just got beat up. This is the first, well, okay, I bought a brown to try it, but this is the first hat that I bought that was not black, in a felt, and I'm actually a really big fan of it. Now, again, I may change my mind eventually and want to go back to a black, but I think this hat overall looks really, really, really good. It fits amazing. Chaz Mitchell Custom hats here in Utah. If you're needing a hat, I don't know, I'm not gonna say you can't be beat. There's a lot of custom hat makers out there that make some amazing products, but he is top of the line. Super awesome. Again, he's about a year out. He keeps all your measurements. He actually makes straw hats. So in April, I'm going to order 2 straw hats from him. They will be shaped identical to this. They will fit my head identical to this. The big thing is the price for Chaz is great, in my opinion. The straw hats, I usually wear Resistol straw hats. I really like the Resistol straw. I wore the George Straits for a while. Like that's been my go-to until the last 2 years. I wore the Cody Johnson Resistol. Loved the shape of the hat. That's kind of where I fell in love with that kind of Canadian style shape. Love that hat. But those are like $500 for a straw cowboy hat. He's gonna make me 2 for less than that. And for a 100% beaver, you go look at like a Stetson or a Resistol or something like that, the prices are astronomical, and they're not built for your head. This hat, like I said, I picked every single last thing about this hat, and I was far less than a off-the-shelf 100X hat in pretty much any other company out there. So again, just wanted to do a video about this, and like I said, put in all the effort to do a video, and then the microphone wasn't plugged in, so I figured I'd redo it. So yeah, we're just getting ready to, it's last day of February. We're gonna go to dinner. I just dropped my kids off at my parents' house. Me and the wife are going to dinner. It was her birthday 3 days ago, so we're going to a birthday dinner for her birthday. So yeah, I figured while she's getting all ready to go, I'll just hurry and knock out a quick video, and yeah, we're gonna go get some steak tonight, and yeah, you guys have a good one, and we'll work on some more videos now that we hopefully got the microphone fixed. Have a good one, guys.